Welcome to the customary now live at Dragonmeet end of evening episode. Yay. Again, we have Belry and AJ. But this year we have different people.
I can't go that high.
It's not.
Oh, no.
Right. So, who are you? Where do people know you from? And who are you playing tonight? Starting with Robbie.
Hello, I'm Robbie. I'm on Flintlocks Fireballs, a Napoleonic D&D actual play podcast. Tonight I'm playing Gecko, who is half-blood dwarf dragonkin.
I like that. I like that.
And is non-binary.
Cool. Sam, please.
Hi, I'm Sam. I'm also from Flintlocks Fireballs, and tonight I am playing Gregathy, the human.
That's a good name.
Yes, I thought so. Made a choice and I'm sticking with it.
It beats my name. I thought mine was hilarious.
Hey, I'm AJ. You may know me from a lot of other Plummet episodes and also Pretending with Dice.
You do your own podcast?
Yeah.
Are you surprised?
Yeah, no, not as much as this one. I'm playing Red Ivan, the Tiefling.
Is that Red Ivan or Red Ivan?
Red Ivan, because he's red and he's also a Stormcloak.
I have a communist character in one of my other games. I approve.
Yes, Cobra. Don't expect a lot of accuracy in talking this. It's mainly just because I thought a Russian accent would be funny.
Excuse me, we thought it would be funny.
Yeah. It's a collective decision.
Belry?
G'day, it's me, Brad Pongle One.
You know, if I kill him and this is dead for good, right?
That's That's canon if he gets killed in 3 universes.
Why this will only technically be the second?
It wasn't the same, yeah.
Yes, so I guess I'm game. I got one more death in me, boys.
What is Brad Pokemon again?
He's an Arakawa. And
It's going to be human all over again.
no, not in the slightest. He's one of them bark rangers. I'm not very good at this accent, apparently. The guy who's played 4 characters today that are all just the same characters.
And finally, Jordan.
Hi, I'm Jordan from Modified Rule. I may stop talking about halfway through this because my throat is ruined. I will be playing Seamus Soggy Ubottom. He's a halfling who's obsessed with nature and animals.
Brilliant.
Okay. So, to begin this one, let's go on a pirate theme.
I feel somebody has an advantage here.
You all find yourselves in the sort of locked cabin at the bottom of the ship, and you awaken to the sound of gunfire and the sound of many people on deck above. You remember a fire. You remember blacking out. The next morning you all wake up in this cell with only the basic items you have on yourselves and the door is wide open. What do you do?
I think I might have inhaled some of that smoke.
You were shouting about the gold!
That's how bad my throat is. I'm meant to be going Irish.
Which is also your regular accent.
So,
Are we below? Are there any portholes or anything?
you are at the bottom, you're basically in the sort of lowest deck of the ship.
And you said we can still hear the sound of
No,
gunfire.
you can't hear anything
Okay.
above, it's deathly silent now.
Is there anyone around?
No,
Is it just
apart from
us?
yourselves, there's no one else there.
That was a pretty ripping night.
I don't remember.
Exactly.
Oh shit.
Hey.
Doors open now, should we just
the seed of Pongo One now.
Wow.
That seems unlikely.
Well, that's terrifying.
Biologically, I'm going to say that's not going to work.
I mean, you could be carrying it, doesn't mean anything's going to happen.
True. Perhaps I can exchange it for goods or services.
I always keep it in a little pouch.
Exchanging for goods or services is not permitted. All property is theft.
Right.
I think Seamus is going to head out of the cell.
Okay. You head through the edge of the cell and you see that it looks like there's several chests to the left and right of you. They all seem to have been looted. You find a single gold coin lying on the ground.
Putting that on my sheet.
Nah, not touching that. Cursed. Something cursed.
Seamus has picked up the gold coin. Was it cursed?
You're cursed.
Might be.
You're definitely cursed.
Find out later. As she says, I just sniff it. I was like, smells fine to me. In the pocket.
Okay, so what the rest of you do?
What time of day is it? All night?
It looks like it must be like very, very early morning. Still
Okay,
night.
so
We're
we
going
can't-
3-4 a.m.
We can't put them out into the moon.
No.
Okay. I look for a way up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You journey at the cell and you look and behind all the chests you find that there's a set of stairs leading up and there's a hatch that's lying open.
Seamus heads through the hatch.
Follow stealthily at a slight distance.
Okay. You get up to the next floor, you find that all the cattle in the ship have been slaughtered and their heads have been removed.
Fuck, they're poor Bessies.
These were the cattle of the people. This is crime against
People.
nation. Crime against people.
Why are we carrying cattle?
Seamus is currently sobbing into the sides of one of the slaughtered cattle.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Sorry, were the two of you close?
It's just such a waste of life. Really can't do that for long.
You're going to explore more, you're going to keep carrying upwards.
Are the heads anywhere to be seen?
Like, how jagged are the wounds? Do they look like it's been bitten off, or does it look like it's been
It does look a bit torn all the way up, like it's been pulled off.
Okay.
And the sort of blood spray all everywhere looks like it wasn't a clean cut.
That's pretty peculiar.
Yes.
Don't see that every day.
What kind of ship are we on?
You're on a basically standard space vessel.
Like a galleon.
Like a
Transport galley.
Or a
Yeah, so something will go across the sea rather than a river or
standard cap?
You know, that average ship for transporting cows we all know and love.
Like when you think pirate ships, that kind of ship.
Public cap.
So with cows, of course.
What's the name of the ship?
You don't remember what the name of the ship
It's
was.
the old cow ship.
If you go and have a look at the back of the ship,
I would like to
Tom,
find out the
make
name
it.
of the ship, yeah. I will make my way to that direction.
you're going to continue climbing up. Okay.
Are they born in a barn? So these doors. What the fuck is happening to this accent? Jesus Christ.
What's happening with these doors? Doors, I say, doors!
No, I say Martha.
I say, Martha, people are getting Martha's bed.
Are you like this from everywhere?
He's a man of the world.
I get around, I get on. Apparently, yes.
Also the West Country, apparently.
Every time I think about getting around, I go Wilson. Anyway, so you continue heading upstairs. You find there's been a couple of cabins that have also all been ransacked, and you find all the crew's like sort of hammocks and stuff like that have all been slashed, and there's blood and quite a lot of obvious signs of struggle and fire everywhere.
No bodies,
Nobody.
and it's been looted. There's not anything left behind.
There is nothing left behind it.
I kill the cows
Why slash the beds?
Perhaps
in
they
case
feel
there's stuff
too much.
inside. I guess the same could be said for the cows.
Why leave us behind? You try
A lot of
again.
smoke.
That's the
A lot of
yeah.
smoke.
But why would they leave us behind?
Perhaps it was us who killed cows.
Is there any blood on us? It seems
There's
unlikely.
no
I'd
blood
never
on you.
heard-
There's signs of smoke on you, but there's no signs of
We
blood.
only read on me.
And
And
your
your
skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, there's not in Britain.
Okay.
Mainly in Seoul.
I'd have never heard these cows though, so it couldn't have been us.
True.
Got it better that time. Nailed it.
Okay, you're gonna go up to the
Up
deck.
to the deck.
Okay, you move up onto the deck. You see basically the deck is caked in blood.
Here is all.
Now look, there are drag marks leading off the edge of one side of the ship, and as you walk to the edge of the ship, you notice that it's crashed on an island.
Ominous.
So, what you can see an island, you can see there's a cave leading underneath the island, and there's a couple of palm trees. Of course there is.
What else would there be?
Did we find out what the name of the ship was?
You can have a look.
I would like to have
Okay. You want to have a look at the back of the ship? The ship is called the Danish Pride.
We all know the cows, the Danes.
Is there any pastry?
Where's the pastry store?
You go have a look in the ship's kitchen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is just blood.
You go back down, the ship's kitchen is immaculately clean.
Oh.
Shocking.
Oh.
That's rather surprising.
Like, immaculately clean.
Oh, that's somehow more disturbing than the blood.
Well, those Danishes. Oh, what? Now I'm Mayor Quimby then.
The Danishes will not last.
Every man a Danish.
What the fuck was
I don't know. It's been a long day.
Welcome to the final temptation of Belry.
Can I just retcon this character?
What would you like it to be now?
I have no idea.
Would you like it just to be you?
No, that's
Can
boring.
we not just play with it? Okay, what do you want to play then?
I want to play an Australian guy called Brad Wonglebong, but I can't apparently.
Well, try that. Have you tried using an Australian accent?
I mean, very hardly. Yes, I have tried very hardly. Very hard. Yeah,
Very hardly, okay, let's see.
I feel very attacked right now.
That's good.
Just like Steve Irwin.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, spinning in the grave, we used to do that.
I stopped crying over the cows and leaving the ship.
Okay, you jumping onto the island?
I am jumping onto the island. I want to go look for some wildlife.
Yeah.
Okay. You jump onto the island. There seems to be, again, drag lines like something's been dragged up the hill towards this cave.
It looks like if there were any survivors, they'd probably been pulled this way then.
Pull the survivors. I think they're dead. I think those are corpse marks.
The corpses have probably been dragged this way then.
Why bother dragging them then? That was closer.
They close.
Could just throw into sea.
Yeah.
True.
Judging by the damage that's under the cows, they're probably eating.
Yes.
You're hungry. What is it in that?
Are there any tracks other than the
What do you
Dragonmeet, like
access
footprints?
Do an awareness check.
Ooh, roll.
First roll.
We said there's some palm trees. We're talking like 2 palm
2!
trees or small copes of palm trees.
2.
Whole 2.
You see some sort of footprints and you're sure that
Cows. Cows did
the
it.
cows did it to themselves.
The cows killed everyone, dragged the bodies
The
away,
cows
came back, pulled their own heads off, and then hid that. Wait, no, they
I
did
can
it.
see a floor than the reason
Oh.
there.
Cows were sick of living in capitalist society. Die in strongest, worst way of killing self. Grammar not strong point of red item.
The cow is a too gentle a creature. It would have done something like that to itself, I guess.
Is the cow not?
The teeth aren't
The
built for
tail's not built
tearing.
of its own
No.
teeth?
Really aren't.
Is anyone else joining me on the island?
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah,
Because I
looking
get-
at the prints,
I
think
get
I'm
the
on
feeling
island
that we're
at
not
this
going to
point.
progress the story if we stay on the ship for much longer.
But do we want to? Is the drag marks bloody?
It's still trail of blood
It is,
in
yeah.
this cave, yes.
The cave looks awful. I don't. Anyone else think this cave's a bad idea?
Does the ship look salvageable? Could you find
Yeah, can we just fuck off?
just push the ship away?
It
I'm
looks
back
like
on.
it rammed into this island, but I don't think it's going to go anywhere anytime soon.
We'll not go to Vegas.
See if you can get the story to Vegas, I will not be surprised.
That's my goal for every Dragonmeet one shot. Get us to Vegas.
Yep, it wouldn't surprise me in the
I
slightest.
succeeded last time.
Okay, so what are you going to do?
Are we going in this horrible cave?
I will lead the way into the cave.
Good plan. You go like 10 feet ahead. I'll be 10 feet back from that, and we'll see if you live.
I am strong like that. I can fight anything that lives on such puny island.
Great.
Are you the like, most intimidating person here?
I can guarantee it's not me.
We will find out.
Right, okay.
I'm very small.
To go with my previous question, is it like a handful of palm trees, or is it like a small copse, or like...
A couple of them sort of scattered here and everywhere. It looks like there was more of it been cut down.
So it doesn't look like there's any other animals out and about, it's just this cave.
It looks like it's pretty much the only one or two that have been left. There's actually a reason they've been left rather than, could be just hacked down for wood.
They're stringing up the hammocks.
Keeping that island aesthetic.
You play topical too.
I like that, Ivan. I guess we're following you then.
Yes, into cave.
Okay, mate. You walk into the cave and give me an awareness check.
It's not my strong suit. 3.
3. Is that a 6?
I don't know 6.
Okay. So you walk in, you immediately get obsessed by a small alcove to your left, which contains lots of bottles that look like concealed wax.
Maybe
There's some kind of liquid in them.
maybe liquid is what.
Drink it. Find out.
I will drink to
I
find
will
out.
stand way back.
I mean, that sounds like a pretty ripper idea.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'll look into that.
How would you describe Red Island's taste buds?
No, non-existent.
Collectivized.
Publicly owned?
Eats not into spicy food.
Roll awareness.
Likes a lot of potato.
Considers banana too spicy.
That's a 4 out of 6.
4 out of 6, okay. You immediately rip off the wax and pull the cork out, lug back most of the bottle. It tastes like being alcohol.
It'll do the job.
It will do the job for you. You're very happy with
Get me
it.
where I need to go.
Yes.
So it's
That's what I do.
How many of these bottles are there?
There's like several cases of this, just all like sort of stacked. There's some sort of wooden frame.
Like a tasteful wine rack, or like
Like
a.
more sort of like on storage, like you can drag out the ship and they put.
Maybe that's what the red stains were.
Black on that.
Not the strawberry. It's worst of all red in the flavors. I think we all know this.
Oh, it's a
Winter spice.
It's a crush of milkshake.
Is it worse than peach?
There's peach
There's a
right
peach
here.
right here.
Oh, I thought it was apricot red bean in that one.
Oh yeah, no, that's terrible.
Dear Lord.
Anyway, I feel like we got sidetracked.
Somewhere around the time we started, I think.
Yeah. Stories, but new stories. Right, so
How many bottles of this were there?
there's about 200.
Get great.
Great.
I'll help myself to one.
How flammable is it?
We can
I have
test
a flint and tinder.
So do I.
Okay, so do you want to test the bomb with this? How are you going to test it?
I'm going to pour a small amount out. Not the whole ball, it's a small
Are you
amount
going to
out.
be near Red Out when you do this?
No, I'm going to take some out of the cave.
That's a very legal question.
I'm going to take some out of the cave. If he follows me, it's up to him. Pour a little bit into the ground and just flick some of the flint and tinder at it.
Okay. Give me actually, let's see that closely. It is not flammable.
Oh.
That's unfortunate.
At all.
Probably no way of drinking then.
It's, like he says, it does the job.
I got a nice buzz.
I'll be the judge of that.
You can't light it and throw it at people, so it's pretty much useless.
Well, no, you can break the bottle and use it as an extra weapon.
I would
Deeper into the cave?
I think so.
I pick up another bottle and keep it with me.
I'm kind of on the same boat.
You're all heading down with Red
Along the wall,
Ivan
like a
passively
gecko.
swigging into these bottles as he's going down. Find a ladder leading down. There's a strong smell of again kind of burning.
Is there any smell?
Barbecue?
Yeah, burning cow. Cow. And this is really hard. I'm trying my best.
You did go a little bit more South African, but you were right.
Right, okay. It does smell like some sort of charring flesh.
Flesh, that's my favourite. Oh, fuck's sake. Flesh. I'm trying really hard, guys. I'm trying really hard.
It's alright, I'm Northern Irish. It took me 10 minutes to find Irish. I don't hold it against you.
At least one of us isn't. I'll hold it against me.
Seamus is worried that the poor cows, some of the cows have been kept alive and they're currently being cooked, so he's going to head down the ladder.
I am also concerned that there's cows being cooked. For entirely different reasons. Yes. And I am going to follow Seamus.
Is it identifiable as cow?
Probably true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Seamus doesn't care about the crew. He cares about the cows.
Well, if it's not a steak, it's either cows or it's people.
Does not smell like turnip.
For which I'm sure we can all be very grateful.
I mean,
Do not dark turnip is primary export of my non-specific.
For Russia.
You would not have heard of it. But I don't know, man. I've been awake for a long time.
It's been a long day.
Yeah.
So, are you going down this ladder?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
I will wait a few seconds, listen for screams. If there are no screams, I will follow.
Fair enough. You get down the ladder, and at the bottom of the ladder, you see what looks like an altar covered in blood.
I'm sensing kind of a theme here.
Yeah, this is pretty much what I expected, to be honest.
Opiates of masses.
Are there
Right,
any bodies?
So, there do seem to be 3 cow skulls on top of this open.
Oh, the poor Bessies.
How many cows are on the ship?
Only 4 or 5.
we're missing a skull.
Possibly 2 scalps.
Possibly. Do I sound like the kind of guy who went to school? Or even meant to talk?
I'm pretty sure they've got a decent education system.
I mean, I have 4 intelligence.
Oh, okay, no.
Oh,
Anyone have a high intelligence?
No, I have none.
No, I didn't.
Is a D8 the highest intelligence we have between us? Is there a way out of this?
Yeah,
room, or anything else in it?
All you see is 3 cow skulls on top of the altar. There's not really much else there. So you can leave to the left and to the right. There's just a small passage leading down.
Does the arrangement of the skulls appear to be significant, or is it just like sort of higgledy-piggledy?
All 3 are sort of placed rather than like hopped on, if you know what I mean.
Seamus is going to start picking them up and carrying them back towards the ladder. Don't you worry, I'll take you out to get a proper burial when we're done in here. We'll go and find the rest of you. And he starts to cry while he's doing it, and he's just moving and carrying them over.
Red Ivan goes hard to the left.
How long were you waiting to use that one?
No, about 5 seconds.
So, as Seamus is taking all these cow skulls out of the cave, you go down to the left. You find there are at least 3 or 4 people, but they look like they've had their heads removed and cow heads put on them.
Well, that's rather disturbing.
I feel like this doesn't tie into the number of cows we have on ship. Extra cows were procured at some point.
So this is like some kind of weird cow cult?
Sure.
Seems to be.
We're going to find out that the big bad evil guy is the laughing cow. She's getting her own back.
She is.
She's after Belry.
Laughing cow is class traitor.
She's also red.
That goes in the favor in long term. Stealing of cheese from cows.
So, loot the corpses.
So you look at the corpses, you find that the cow heads seem to have been sewn over the top of their own heads.
Ah,
So their own heads are inside the cow
their own
heads.
heads are-
so the skulls have been removed.
So what you're saying is that these people are not alive.
No, they're all dead. Definitely dead.
Just thought we'd clarify that.
There's probably
Horrifying otherwise, just cow heads sewn over.
yeah, there's probably for the best.
Is
The best.
The best.
The best of the back there.
I feel like
I'm South African again. My dad was Australian. My mom was South African.
is the means by which they died obvious?
They look like they've been stabbed to the heart.
Yeah.
Some sort of obsidian blade.
Ooh.
Pieces of obsidian all the way to the chest.
I was going to say, it'd be very impressive. We could tell that just from the cut.
Yeah, there's like traces of black obsidian all the way to the chest.
By this point, I've taken the skulls out and they've come back.
You might not want to look in there.
This is weird.
I got some more skills for you.
No, oh, never mind.
I'd be intrigued though if you try and like, remove the skulls from them. Like, no, we'll get you back next thing.
No, I think I can tell that it's just been sewn over.
Solid
Yeah.
human corpses.
I had a very particular character in mind when I did this, and we haven't really got to showcase that yet, but it may have been obvious. I care more about the animals than the people.
Yeah.
Is this a continuing chamber or is this a...
Sitting in a chamber with like, the bodies are all sort of lined up.
Okay.
And as you kind of walk through past them through the next room, you find a small corpse that seems to have a dinghy lying out with a couple of bodies on it. Looks like it's just recently come in.
Do we recognise the body?
Do we recognise the ding?
It's the same dinghy from the boat.
We don't recognise anyone from the boat. That's worrying.
We did it!
We all have face blood.
Oh, I mean, we don't remember anything.
Possible.
It could have been. Could have been. Could have been.
I mean, they're very neatly sewn on these heads. Anyone good at sewing?
If we killed all these people and then just passed out back in the boat, then that would just still be covered in blood.
Unless we washed.
Oh, we fell in the water.
We might
in the
have
water.
to swam back to the boat.
What about worse nights?
Is the port like locked? Or is it like a gate or anything? Or is it just...
So you can basically leave through that port if you wanted. You can get in the boat and push all these bodies off and climb all climb on, or climb on with these bodies there.
Does it look like the cave goes out, or does it just like go further into this cave?
And it goes out the other side of the island.
You know, he's row into the sunset.
Can we
find
And starve.
Can we fit 5 people?
I mean, we can fit 4
Okay,
people.
I was thinking
On the.
And then 3. And then 2.
On the comfortably.
3 people comfortably on the body.
No, on the dinghy.
I don't think you have any food on you, so no.
No, can we fit 5 people on the dinghy?
Yes. Okay, but push on the bodies into the sea, you can't.
Are the other bodies in the dinghy also stabbed to the heart?
No. They just look like they're normal people, but with a weird shock look on their face.
They definitely still dead and not
They
undead.
look like the hair's got little white tinges to it.
Someone else touch it. I'm gonna step way back.
Is this?
I'm gonna pull out my javelin and start like poking with it.
Yeah, prod.
Yep, roll my strength.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna step back and draw a weapon.
That's a 3 out of 6.
10 on the D12.
Right, so you poke them both, and the second one you poke starts to bleed, and you see a sort of flicker in the eyes, but he's still unconscious.
If that was me, I step back very quickly. I think this one might be alive.
Not for much longer than stab like that.
Anyone good at medicine, doctoring, anything?
Not people, no.
Not in quite so many words.
I mean, there's gotta be some crossover between people and cows.
I mean, if someone else would like to get a hold of
Fewer
them, I'll have a
stomachs.
look. I look at Red Ivan or Muscle.
Fine. Pick up body / unconscious man.
What do you do?
Just bring him over.
The great word they all.
Where?
Just
Yeah,
over.
so he's not on the boat, just pull him onto the shore and I'll have a look at him.
Just gonna hold him under the armpits. Where do you want us?
Just lay him down, have a look.
Okay, you lie him down. Roll intelligence.
I don't have a dice now.
Neither do I.
In the spirit of communism.
Can I have a look? I'll have
Can
a
I
look.
roll intelligence for him?
As one of you who has the only medical qualification of all of you, which is the first aid badge. Yeah?
Look, I'm a qualified first aider. I'll do this. Oh, that's an 8.
An 8.
On an 8.
Okay, an 8, so you kind of go, oh, it just needs a good slap to the face, because everyone seems to think slaps to the face work. Wind your hand back, slap him in the eyes, immediately shoot open, and he sits bolt upright and goes,
Oh, it's a cow.
Oh, that's...
I'm not good at
Bessie!
human biology. Is this meant to be a cow?
Can I roll
I don't
animal
think it's
handling
meant to
to
be a
find
yeah,
out?
you can roll on one.
That is an 18 on a 20.
You basically, as far as you can work out, he seems human, but he's just looking at you and tilting his head and going. And he seems very angry, and he seems to sort of move, like sitting up and closer towards you.
As I lean away farther and farther.
Yep. So what are you gonna do?
I don't think it's a cow. And then I step behind Red Ivan.
It's fine. I can deal with Carman.
Well, I agree with you. I don't think he thinks that.
Is the other body the same?
Yeah, can I step the other buddy?
You start the other body if you want. Roll me strength.
Yeah. That's 6.
You slap the other one again, the eyes shut open, and he also goes.
This one thinks he's a cow too.
Well,
I
like
think they think that.
something very, very strange is going on here.
Really?
That island of Carman. That is not new revelation. What already know?
It's a working title.
Restrain them maybe or something.
Oh, just shoo them off.
Jim!
While they're both just kind of sat there, I just pull out a net and just go, just put a net over them.
See the effect, put a net over. Natural 20. One of them just starts, his arms just flail back, and he just starts running forward. Like he's not used to having only 2 legs. And he just keeps running into the water. He lands in the water with a loud splash and just keeps going, and sort of flopping up and down like he can't use his arms. And eventually he just goes still.
My net.
Can cows swim?
If they're in their own bodies,
That
probably.
one cannot.
Can they breathe into it? What is it getting more South African?
The tulips are bloom and Sveskot this year.
No, most cows can't breathe underwater.
I think he did.
Some can?
A sea cow?
Except for cow of sea.
Should we stop the drowning cowman?
Yes.
As he running with my net round him,
Yes,
I grab the end of the net.
Splashing and he's just going still now.
I just grab the net and start dragging him back out.
Okay. He's not moving much.
If I pull him out and land down, I just like punch him in the chest.
The water's like spraying out of his mouth as you punch him in the chest, but he's not conscious.
I punch him in the chest again.
Once again, water just sprays out of him, and then his eyes shoot open again, and he goes,
And back away again.
charges up again.
Into the water.
Yep.
I grab hold of the net and try to start running into the water. Says the halfling.
He's,
I will
like,
help him.
he's running with his hands full back again, and he's not used to having one.
He's a fan of Naruto there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, one of them is running against your sort of strength, trying to get into the water. The other one is sort of sitting bolt upright, looking at you incredibly confused.
Do I have to roll against trying to stop it running into the water? Yeah, this is gonna be fur.
Yeah.
That's a 2 out of 6.
That is also a 2 out of 12.
Oh dear.
Both of you get pulled into the water with it.
Oh no. Oh well.
They have
Mistakes were made.
I get back out of the water.
They say music soothes the savage beast.
Take this into the shacks.
Can I soothe them with my didgeridoo?
Please, didgeridoo.
Sure, now we roll.
What do I roll for didgeridoo?
Intelligence.
That's a 1.
A 1. You blow loudly on a didgeridoo, and the sound of many, many feet can be heard from nearby.
I think they think it's a cow.
I don't think they think that at all.
I'm gonna hide.
Also, fuck it, they.
The cows. The cowmen.
The what?
The cowmen.
Yeah.
The cow people.
I'm gonna move over to the side of the entrance in the hopes that when they run in, they'll see the cowman and think that was them making the noise.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hide under the dock.
Yeah.
All of you just trying to hide at this point.
Yep.
Yes.
There's an army of cowmen are coming.
I will hide, but will pull out my hammer and sickle. Just in case.
Okay, so you hide, and as you
Oh, actually, I remembered I have an item. I threw a bunch of ball bearings down in front of the entrance to the room / area.
That's fine. You hide, and as you do this, you see several men running in, again, running like they're not used to only having 2 feet, with weird blood cow masks over their head, just running in, and again, just going.
And when they reach the ball bearings,
Do the ball bearings. Comedy enthusiasts all end up either in the water, basically like stamping on each other, trying to get out of the water.
There's a lovely slide whistle sound effect.
Yep. So, as this troop of about 15 cowmen have all ended up in the water, what do you want to do?
We cannot save them all. So we must save them.
Let's find out where they came from.
Or we can leave. Like the cow people. Let's just go.
I feel like
Get in this boat.
Cow people is problem that's clearly solving itself.
There might be another passage. We'll just go back and try the other way. No?
I'd like to save the cowmen. I don't know how we can. I think we need to find out what's causing this first.
I mean, I don't feel any responsibility towards the situation.
I know what our group intelligence is like. I don't think we're solving this, guys. Gonna say it now.
But look at the poor beasties drowning because they're so stupid. We can't leave them to live like this.
It's like looking in a mirror. We should leave.
Really soggy mirror.
That sheep's taken up.
Cows can get soggy.
Not as bad as sheep. Sheep that also die a lot easier if you push them into water.
Yeah, it'd be like when you wear jeans.
I think it'd be more like if you were wearing a woolly jumper.
No, like, you know when you're doing like your swimming test?
No.
You have to go swimming in your pyjamas.
No.
And you have to, it's like part of your swimming test, you have to swim in your pyjamas.
What?
And it's like heavy.
When you're in school.
When you're in school.
One, yeah.
You gotta get your swimming line.
Maybe it's, yeah.
Nah, I don't know.
No, it's like...
It's 4, sorry, we get you. It's 4v2. Sorry,
Yeah,
we're on the
it's,
side.
it's like a thing. And so it's like that, but sheep are like made of
Where the
pyjamas.
fuck is this swimming license from?
In
Yeah,
schools.
we did it in school.
No.
I mean, it's definitely a thing.
And then the teacher
As
has to like
someone who
tie
went to a primary school in fucking Foxbar, which is only known as being the staffing capital of Europe,
as well. The teacher.
I was never taught, let's take your pyjamas to school so you can get pushed
The
into a
teacher
boat.
then to like tie knots in the ends of the legs, and then use them to float.
What the fuck
Because
is
it
on
won't
about?
there.
What were those even made out of, if that works?
It doesn't float very well, but it like stops you drowning.
I
guess.
head back down the other passage.
Yeah.
The point is, sheep are made of pyjamas.
Is that the point? I didn't think that's what this was.
What pyjamas are you made
I think that
of that are full of that float?
Wool.
No, I'm not saying they do, but the fact that they'd be really heavy because they get wet.
I think that needs to be a t-shirt. Sheep are made of pyjamas.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about all of you, but I
That's the quality of the
sleep in a
evening,
full
that.
Never know. Global warming.
It's like the Millhouse meme. Everything's coming up in Millhouse.
Oh god. Right. Are you saving the cowmen or just letting them
Oh,
go?
maybe
no.
they.
As much as I'd like to, I tried, it failed. We move on.
Okay.
We learn from our mistakes.
After about 5 minutes when all the cowmen have sunk beneath the waves.
The more min cow anyway. It's like, you ever seen the last episode of Bottom?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm imagining like that. But they're also cows.
So, you go up the other direction and you pass the altar again and you aim upwards.
We're going down what was the right passage.
Yeah. So you go up that passage and then in the end room you find what seems to be a massive cage containing cows.
Bessies! And I run up
Live
the
ones.
cage.
Yes, live one. Do you want to them? Are you going to like hug them? Are you going to just talk to them?
I was going to straight up and open the cage, and I feel that you're going to tell me now that one of them says something horrific to me.
Nah.
No, I will go. I'm just going to put all reports in now from the rest of the episode.
You walk in and one of the cows looks at you and goes, sheep are made of pajamas.
One sub starts talking some weird Aussie sounding accent.
Like, accents are hard.
That's what it says. You walk up and talk to a cow, and the cow looks good. Says, accents are hard.
Did that cat just speak?
Oh, you think it did?
I think that's going to be the name of this recording. Accents are hard.
Right.
I go up and I open the cage, aiming to run in and hug the cows.
Okay. Let's see what happens. The cows all stampede out of the pen.
Try not to drown.
Roll dex to see if you can avoid being trampled to death by cows.
Let me climb up to the ceiling.
That
Out of the way.
D10. That is a 1 on a 10.
That is a 1, which means I have to find the...
Oh no.
This is where you tell me we don't have the health written down for a reason.
There's an injury table.
Yeah, better off just writing down limbs.
Yeah, you're right, back in London.
So now I have none.
1 head.
Oh shit.
5 loss.
I mean...
So you
So the cow's head on it.
you have your skull crushed by a cow.
Right guys, it's been fun. I'll see you in an hour.
Well, fuck.
So, I guess we should figure out this ritual and then bring him back. Get a cow in.
I'd like to point out that my last immortalised words would be, Bessies, I'll get you out.
We're all tiny. Oh no.
I'm even smaller now.
How realistic is it to try and perform necromancy by replacing a skull with a cow skull?
Are you a necromancer?
He could be.
I could try. This is the first time. You have to start somewhere.
Okay, find a cow skull.
I mean, there's 3 over there.
Boys, take them
I
outside.
took them outside and buried.
I mean, there is a room full of dead cow people now. We could take any of those
Yeah,
heads.
but
Go hack
then
head
there'd
off
just
him.
be like a person head.
That's fine. He had person head.
That might be better than a cow head.
Yeah.
Cow heads are huge.
Yeah.
Very small. Think about scale here.
Can you give me a cow head just so I can spend the rest of the episode only talking in moves?
Just dragging your head across the floor.
Yes! Yes, yes. So, after about 4 hours of sewing kits into Necrom Dark Arts, you return with a cow head.
Is it daylight yet?
Yes, it's daylight.
Good.
I now have my necromancy PhD.
You may all call me Bessie.
PhD just sounds pretty hard, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard.
Pretty hard, dude.
It's actually his post-human doctorate.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Great.
As good as that.
Right, we want to try and see if we can figure out who started all this. Yeah.
The cow head shakes up and down vigorously.
I mean, I'll be
So
honest.
much bigger than your body. Cows are huge.
It's like the same size as my body.
They're like
I'm a halfway.
I'm starting to think we aren't entirely innocent. I mean, I did a pretty good job there.
Yeah. I was gonna say this is all your work.
I mean, yeah, I did it.
I blame
that
you.
was all right. I think you might be right.
Pretty good with daggers. Maybe I did the stabbing.
Yeah. We're on this together. I go down your
Suicide
with me.
pact. Suicide pact. Suicide pact.
How do we pin this on someone else?
Oh, I think you found this an old cow pack.
oh.
Right, so, no one is oddly surprised that Bruce Brad, sorry.
No bread. Bruce is my brother. Oh, the accent's gone again. Good day, it's me, bread won't pongle won't.
Can I look around specifically to see if I can find any other humanoid people?
Yes. So, if you roll awareness, that's what you find.
Yes. 2.
You don't seem to find any human people. So, you're not sure where the cows have all disappeared. It's sort of charging through, crushing Seamus' skull, and then leaving. The cows seem to have disappeared.
Which direction were they moving in? Were
They
they?
moved towards the sort of down through towards where they were. The thingy is over there.
Oh.
Were these seafaring
stole a
cows? Were these seafaring cows?
Cows.
Cows. I don't know how Australian people say cow.
So, the thingy is all disappeared. So, yes, the cows may have still thingy haven't said.
I mean, they do have the intelligence of people, apparently.
But
But not the hands. That's gonna be a problem.
they've got the teeth.
And untying the bone. I could just check
They're
it out.
herbivores, it's fine.
Elbow mooters. No. That's not a thing.
Oh.
That's my time, guys.
Oh.
So, you're basically looking around, all you can find is this strange cult building, which is surprisingly easy to resurrect Seamus, despite the fact that, none of you are meant to know necromancy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is all my fault.
So, what are you going to do about the fact that Seamus is now booing at everyone?
That's improvement, if anything.
At least they don't have to worry about the accent.
That's true.
Can I wrestle with the complex morality of the situation?
Roll a strength.
Only if you do it net accent.
Roll morality.
Well, Troy.
Right.
It's pretty alright, it's 12.
Yes, you wrestle with the concept of how do you know necromancy.
And you succeed. You win.
I still think this is all my fault.
But you've come to terms with it now.
Yes. At least I did a good job.
While he's arguing with it, is for somehow causing this without realizing, I'll head towards this building that we've spotted.
Okay.
Yeah.
That we've all forgotten about.
I mean, you are quite distracting currently.
Alright, I follow after them.
Okay.
I'll follow a little bit behind.
You
Safe
come up
distance.
the stairs into the building, you open the door, and it seems like it's some kind of holy building.
And here's the thing. Seamus has already died once today. He has no fear.
Right.
You might
So
say
you
he's
also
been,
have now the intelligence of a cow.
you almost
Which
say,
is pretty much what
yeah,
you're
it's what it was before.
It might be
Also-
improvement.
You also may say he's a bit bullheaded.
Ah.
Hey. That's what I was building up to.
Yeah.
It was worth it. I will head inside the religious-looking building.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll follow.
Inside the religious building, there's candles everywhere, which seem to be constantly lit for some weird reason. You see on the sort of altar ahead of you a book about necromancy.
It's got his name in the cover. Written by, was it Brad
Punglewong.
Brad Punglewong, PhD, necromancy.
Red Punglewong. Necromancy. So, what are you doing about the fact that there is a necromancy book on this altar?
I can't read it without doing this with my head from side to side.
Can I hold it up for
Can
you?
I read it?
Yep, you can read it.
They need to move these.
Right. Is it in a language I can read?
It seems to be a sort of runic language, but you can try with intelligence.
Alright. 5 on a 6.
That's not bad. So you basically get the gist that the procedure that Brad performed was surprisingly simple, but the problem is that there's no sort of way of maintaining his intelligence.
So my intelligence or Brad's intelligence?
All make all data.
Sorry,
There's not much of a change.
no.
And
That's the sad thing.
as you flip through the book, the next few pages it seems to talk about converting cows into people.
Does it say why?
Because why not?
Just remember the 90% of necromancers are bored.
Yeah.
And bored loners.
Weird bored lunars.
Are there any signs of any people at all?
No, it doesn't.
Just gonna wait here for the necromancer to come home.
Kind of reinforcing the theory that we did this. There is no one else here.
Are there any other?
Sorry, one of them was.
Can I look for family portraits?
Can you? Where would you look for this family portrait?
Just like on the walls by the stairs?
Seen this a million times. Johnson, criminal comes in, steals all the stuff, leaves pictures of his families in the wall.
I assume the stairs go upstairs. Or else you wouldn't have stairs.
What?
You know what I mean? Like, it's a religious house.
Uh-huh.
Houses have 2 floors. A lot of the time.
What about a bungalow?
He said, is it a bungalow?
Don't know, is it? You tell me, you should be writing the story.
No.
Hang on, is it a bungalow time? Yes!
Oh. I don't know why I find pictures then.
So what he meant was it's a religious bungalow.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely religious bungalow.
Is there anything else in the
Full of
room?
some nice, pictures of men and cows embracing.
I think we know why now he's turning the men and cows into. I look at these pictures with rapt fear. But no part of this.
It's only men into cows. And cows into men.
I still think it might be you doing this.
That's
Actually,
the act of a disturbed mind.
Oh, it's definitely you doing this.
Are there any other rooms?
Yeah.
Yep, there's a couple more rooms. There's a bedroom with a wardrobe.
I'm gonna have a look in the wardrobe.
And on the bedside table, a family portrait depicting Brad Punglewong
All these clothes
and
in
his
one
cows.
size.
And his cows.
Yeah.
You open the wardrobe and you dig around for a while. You do find a diary.
Please say by Brad Punglewong.
Property
Just slammed it right there.
What's suspicious about it?
It keeps changing accent.
It's already phonetic.
And every time the accent changes, it changes with colour.
That's gotta be it.
To be fair, if anyone's ever read Scottish people Twitter, it is very easy.
Yeah.
It is very easy to write an accent.
Oh, I suppose. I love it.
I love it.
Is this your handwriting?
I mean, let's test. And I'm going to write a paragraph.
What do you write?
And he manages to write a paragraph that does change colour.
The quick brown fox.
Yeah.
The quick fox.
Jim Dog, the lazy dog.
He's swimming.
There's a little bit of Beatles at the end.
Why are you having me on this?
Because it's a tradition to have you on there.
Oh, it's a shambles.
Thanks, guys.
I mean,
Oh yeah,
I'm
you
a
are
shambles.
going to Essex, yes.
Yes, I am. I'm a shambles as well.
Yeah. For those who don't know, we recorded a remastered episode 1, and I gave Belry a script, and Belry returned getting 2 words released wrong. One of them was I wrote that he joked that he was our greatest asset, and Belry read he was our greatest asset.
Yeah.
The second one was Dragon did all the background admin, and Belry read that she did the background admin.
Oh dear.
So,
Betty enjoyed it though.
So we're going to remaster that.
That's fair.
Belry's trying to tell me we're going to remaster the remaster by year.
No, I'll do it like next week.
No. No, again, never again.
So, how much of what we just joked about was true? How much
No,
of
no,
it?
genuinely, I found a book written
There we
in several
go,
different languages that resembles the Count Brad Pongo one.
I'm going up in the world.
It's
PhD. Four cows.
So, what are you going to do now?
Again, as a guy, I have no depth perception, so I can't actually see what's happening.
Okay.
Surely
Uh,
comes
Can I read the diary? The last entry in it.
Okay, the last entry says that I'm going to find some new friends.
Oh. Hold on, I nearly died. No.
So we were the
real
friends we made
tragedy.
along the way.
Yeah, that's the real tragedy.
Real tragedy.
He says while he's measuring the rest of you up your car
I was
heads.
gonna say, this doesn't really explain the, like, really fresh dead cows. Unless-
Doesn't matter.
We've solved the mystery. That's the end of the episode, guys.
Are you sure you don't remember anything?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's good enough for me. He seems cool. Sometimes you just have to trust him.
Cool isn't maybe the word I would use.
So, as Brad starts flying into the air and going. Well, the rest of you.
What would an Australian cow sound like?
Racist.
Give me a second.
Yeah, actually, that's what.
On the Barbie.
You gotta make it sound like every sentence got to sound like a question. So,
Isn't that new?
New. That's a new.
It's the best it's been all night.
New, it says.
It's new.
I can walk. Who's floating?
Me, apparently.
The cow necromancer.
I'm going to try and pull him back down onto the floor.
Stop that.
Yeah, he can keep you grounded. Your best friend.
That's what freezes
Full
for.
strength.
4 plus 12.
4 of 12. Yes, you grab him by the ankles and you begin to rise up with them.
I pull
Somebody
him
grab
down.
onto me. Something.
Yep.
You want to come with?
12
That's
pounds,
Like an
20.
alien balloon.
You also get to start carrying upwards.
I jump up and grab his legs.
Well, you do a little cow, man.
Actually, why did I join in? This is gonna be so bad. That's a 6 out of 6.
That's fantastic. So you do manage to hold on to the ground and you embed your very bull-like legs into the ground
Bed them. Impressive.
as this massive chain of people.
It's like a kite. Let's
How high is
go.
this room?
fly. Okay.
It's the observatory. We could get him like this.
Dome bungalow.
This is your home.
It's all our home now.
Yeah, nobody's leaving. We'll leave here now.
Why are you rising up into sitting?
Dramatic effect.
Do you think you just sort of not?
Can you just not?
Can I try not to float?
Okay. Roll me one awareness to see if you notice you're floating.
He's just been asked, why are you floating?
Am I actually floating now? Or is he just making it up? Win.
It's making out.
1.
No, he's convinced he's not floating. He's convinced that everyone else is having a dream.
He put me down.
They lifted me up.
Yeah.
They put me down.
There's like a real, full wire team of things. Yeah.
So, as Brad is now sort of floating out to the front of the button,
Pulling us with him, apparently.
well, apart from one of you who's standing,
I'm not getting involved in that.
We're going
I've got a decent strength, but I'm not getting involved.
so you get
I have rope. Someone.
It's fine, I'll avenge your deaths.
Your response to my first death was, It's an improvement.
No, that was after I put the
What's
cow
that?
down.
what you would have wanted to come back as a cowman.
To be fair, I intentionally made this character specific, even in my character description, halfway with a love of nature and animals, all animals. Sure, he's just a big softie, he wouldn't hurt a fly. My intention was to get murdered by something completely harmless. and it worked!
And then we brought you back as an abomination.
It's like real bad.
Yeah. So we're being dragged out the door of some
Back
weird
out the door.
paragliding team.
I can let go anytime I want.
Are you going to let go now?
Don't do that. It's a really bad idea.
Maybe you let go first, and then.
Yeah, who's below you?
What's the order?
He's
I'm
on the
holding
ground,
you.
Then I'm above. Then it's your cat. I can't remember the character's name. Sorry.
Greg is it.
Greg.
Yeah, I was just watching from the side.
And then
Like
you're
this.
just floating.
Yeah.
So if it's numbers game we're thinking of, if you let go, we should be fine. We only lose new necromantic friend to the sleeping grace of Antiquator.
What I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and take my rope, put it around his legs, essentially, pull it tight, and then
Zip
let
line
go.
down.
Yeah. Let go, but keep hold of the rope.
Way neither.
So would that be dexterity?
Yes, that'll be dexterity.
I'm just going, let's fly a kite, man.
Okay, that's a 3.
3. You. No, I can't do that unless I roll for it. And I roll a 1.
Hey!
You accidentally tie yourself in noose and hang yourself. Struggling for breath.
Don't worry, I've got more carrots.
I'm trying to shoot the rope before he strangles himself.
What's made out of pulling on your ankles?
Now I don't know.
That's a 7, he's dead.
So you then fall.
It's
Yeah,
when
I feel
when
like
you
I'm
approach
not
final
tired.
destination.
Yeah, it turns out we were all supposed to die on the ship.
It's fine. I got more carrots.
So, as another one of you is basically dead, what is Red Ivan doing?
As he's beneath the necromancer, he's floating away.
There's a Junji Ito book that's pretty much that. It's really fucked up.
Oh yeah, no, the balloon head.
The balloon head,
Oh,
yeah.
that's awful, that
It
one.
really is.
He's wearing Junji Ito's
Oh, you
manga.
love Junji Ito.
Oh, it's
Why?
awful. They are
Love it.
horrific.
Why?
He's like a horror mangaka.
Okay.
And they're awful.
Yeah.
Uzumaki.
Uzumaki, yeah.
Oh, I don't know why I read that. He had horror.
His art's really good though.
Oh.
Anyway, he's hanging.
So as, what's
But it
Ivan
looks
doing?
really good.
I'm watching them float away.
Ivan's let go.
Alright, you letting go of the ankles.
Yeah, I let go of the ankle.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Try and let
It's
go
now
of
terrible.
downward pressure.
necromancer floating off the sky with that, swinging corpse beneath.
Seamus lets out a sad.
But we're both on the ground, we're fine.
Yeah,
We're just watching them go.
I'm living my
Wow.
second life to the fullest.
It is odd that you just started floating away.
And we don't know why.
I mean,
So-
it's the first time it's ever happened.
I also like that we all trust him so much that none of us have tried shooting him.
No, this happens to a lot of wizards, I'm sure.
Hey, we found this weird necromancy book in this weird necromancy house in this weird cow dungeon. And
Especially,
this guy has started floating away.
yeah, especially when
That's
you can
fine.
do a degree online.
Yeah.
Fine, you just bring him back in 4 hours. You know, heaven.
I guess we just gotta- I guess we just gotta walk along after him, just watching him, see what he does.
So what do you want to do, flying necromancer?
I guess I'll wait until I run out of, when a helium balloon sort of leaks.
You mean to run?
Are you going to come down on the land or are you over the sea now?
I
You're
don't
just
know,
going to
depends where the
drown.
wind blows.
To run out
It's
of
wind repelled.
Yeah. Why would you assume I can move under my own power? I just started floating against my own volition.
I didn't believe he was floating.
Yeah. What makes you think I have any control of this?
It's cold out tonight.
Not very clear skies tonight.
It's a bit bluey.
So, what is Ivan doing now as the necromancer is floating off?
Would crack open second bottle of mildly alcoholic liquid and watch from afar through my spyglass.
I mean, I'm kind of with you, lad. Should we just sit, get drunk, and watch them float
I
away?
feel like danger has passed. This island is ours.
Cowman, would you like some alcohol?
He shrugs. He also pulls out his eyeglass and pulls it up to the side of his head.
We still have 198 bottles in storage.
Okay.
We take one down, pass it out. 197 bottles in storage.
Love it.
You spend the night drinking.
And they all lived happily ever after.
No.
Then Brad came back with a bunch of party balloons. Gregory was alive again.
He's got a hole in his head now, but he's fine.
He's wearing sheep's pajamas.
The next morning, you all wake up in the same cell you started in.
I still have a cow head, please say yes.
You have a cowhead. You have a cowhead.
That is so much better. And now I can't do it again, thanks for that.
G'day, mates.
Right, what have you done?
It was a pretty ripping night.
Right. Let's find the fucking boat. Let's row away from this hellhole.
You are back in the boat.
This boat's broken. That rowing boat might be back now.
Does anyone remember what happened?
Sorry, that fucking ass ripper man fucking killed me.
I really like the way it came full circle. It implies this has happened like 20 times before.
Fuck, my stomach hurts.
No.
Oh, is the gold coin still outside the cell? If I still got the pocket?
Gold coin still sitting in the
I go pick up the gold coin.
Are you gonna check his wheel again?
I sniff it. I take my coin and I'll lick it.
Alright.
It tastes like a gold coin. I put it in my pocket.
Alright, good. We can do now.
Getting strange deja vu. I thought this happened before.
Wait, the coin's back. Does that mean the alcohol's all back?
50% less cowhead people. This is what I'm talking about.
You hear from down the hall.
I'm not against it, I'm just pointing it out.
So what are you gonna do now?
Sorry, do you have a problem with people with cow's heads?
No.
Is that a problem you have with
Because
us?
are equal on the Great Motherland.
I mean, I have a lizard head, so
Yeah, but you can talk.
I'm more intelligent than all of you.
I got a PhD apparently.
So do we remember what happened?
I'd like to fucking hope so. We get cow heads.
You think you remember what happened with the fact that both of them were out of cowhead, so yeah.
Yeah, it's compelling.
I'd be really fucking confused if we go up and told, by the way, you remember nothing and the two of us now just have to go.
Yeah.
I guess we retrace our steps and see what's changed.
You head up the other thing that only half the cows have had their heads removed this time.
The rest are still
The
alive.
rest are still alive, yes.
Can we communicate with them?
They are cows, but you can try.
Can I roll? Well, we're communicating moves.
Alright?
Roll an animal handling.
Yeah, he's at least like 33%.
Yeah. Actually, it's about 50-50.
Yeah.
That is a 17 out of 20 for animal handling.
Yep. You can communicate with the cows. The cows are all just like confused that you can speak the sort of lingo.
The language of the cows.
Yep.
It's like, babe. Baramu. Sorry, no, Baramu.
You should use the right dialect.
Sorry. Me?
Yeah, I don't think I am.
So, Brad is very happy with the fact that the two people have got cow heads.
Suits you.
I attempt to ask the cows what happened.
But do the cows know what happened? They don't know what you mean. I'm just standing there, like, slowly eating hay, just looking at you like, what?
I start to salivate while looking at the hay.
So, are you going to continue heading up?
Brad, what do you have to say about all this? Because clearly you are one putting cow heads on people.
I'd like to imagine I walked up the stairs to talk to the cows and you have just come up as I'm face to face with the cow. It pauses.
To be honest, not weirdest thing I've seen.
It was pretty expected, really.
Medical procedure.
What is it designed to treat?
King.
Humanitis.
Tramplement.
Alright.
I don't know,
That's
tramplement.
what I have.
Being trampled. I mean, I could try tramplement. Wouldn't be a very big hit though.
Well, the important thing is finding out if the alcohol's back.
Yes, this is. Yeah, stay on. We must stay on top.
You go all the way back up to the deck. The deck is still covered in blood.
Well, this is eyesore.
You jump down onto the island. You walk until you find that there are only 5 crates of the strange clear liquid. I think that most of them have been drinking.
Not good.
No.
You do find a lot of bottles strewn across the bottom of the island.
Oh, that's definitely us.
I remember that one. I put that one there.
I remember burying this one halfway so it wouldn't fall over.
Maybe we don't drink so much today as yesterday.
Well, we can't, there's much less.
Does Gregory still have his previous personality, albeit with a cow head?
Yes.
So I can play it.
Okay. Gregory is going to go to the alcohol store, break something open and start drinking heavily.
That is a fair reaction. Where's that altar?
Yeah, buddy.
Are there still
Raise
3
you.
skulls on the altar?
Nope. There's now only 1 skull on the altar.
We're wearing
So the solution is that to break this puzzle, We need to kill someone else and put a cow head on them. Volunteers!
You want some bigger horns?
I mean, I feel like my horns are already quite big, but sure, why not?
Are you just going to decapitate him?
Apparently.
Sounds like a
Hold still, this will help briefly.
You're anesthetic.
Thank you.
Are you giving him the last of the booze anesthetic?
It's the kindest thing.
Before he cuts his head off.
Before he cuts his head off. Roll me strength to cut his head off.
Oh shit.
I'm the strongest one
Can
here.
I do it? Can I roll the strength to help it? 7.
Yeah,
On
you
the
can go your own
I'm
strength.
going to try and rip my own head off. That's a 3 out of 20.
You're too busy like focused on one ear. You're just like.
Now you gotta go from the neck. Never.
So
Do we still have Gregory's rope?
you do, yes.
I don't have a sword or anything. Anyone got something sharp?
I hold up a javelin and a crossbow.
Legacy has.
I hold up sickle. Is where we want to go.
Is that here?
Okay.
He's trying to cut his head off with his own sickle.
Yep. Sure, why not? So, yep. After a sort of incident involving a sickle, all of you being sprayed with blood, and the night being lost to haze, drinking the last of the booze, you wake up in the ship.
Oh, that worries me that it's the night was drunk lost after we chopped his head off.
Yeah.
But not before we put the new head on.
The booze is very heavy. You remember a fire. The next day you wake up, 3 of you are now with cow heads.
Well, I didn't work.
Sorry. 1, 2, 3.
It was a good experiment.
Yes, crazy night, eh?
Rip a night.
Rip it. I didn't want to keep repeating myself. I don't want to be a stereotype. I don't think this is a stereotype of anything, I'll be honest.
If anything, it's a new accent.
Honestly, I'm just generous you haven't attempted to murder him yet.
Yeah.
I was trying to break the Groundhog Day, but
I
no.
mean, to be fair, you don't seem too kind of...
Oh, sorry, hold on. I go and get the gold coin again.
Yep, you go and pick
How
them
many
up.
cows are now alive?
All but one of them.
Well, shit.
And Brad is very contentedly just going You're like, look, I've made cowmen.
Yeah. So,
Are you
we
going
make
back?
them hopeless.
Are you repeating again and going round, or what are we doing?
I mean, I wouldn't do it against someone's will.
Would you like to be a cow person?
Can I spend a year teaching Gecko how to turn me into a cow person?
The 3 of us wander the islands.
I mean, 1 year for a
Great
PhD is pretty quick.
Yes.
A 1-year PhD
Yeah.
in how
Skipping
I've
both the
got a decent
bachelor's
intelligence.
and the masters.
I was gonna say, and for this
As
one,
you did.
It was like, for this one, she doesn't need the background, just the exact procedure.
Yeah.
Roll intelligence.
You did also say earlier that
Shit.
it's a simple procedure.
You did say that.
3 out of 4.
Can I roll an intelligence
Yeah,
to see if I
roll
learn?
intelligence to see if you how well you picked up.
8.
On an 8.
8 on an 8.
Yep. So, a year passes of this everyday occurrence. And then eventually, the day after, you all wake up and all of you are cowheaded apart from Gecko. The coin lies outside the cell.
I pick up the coin.
No, I've missed a very important step.
1, 2, 3. I pick up the coin.
The level of conversation is not going to be good from here on in.
I would like to hand Gecko her PhD.
It's a bit of a move.
It is. With a little somehow up front. For a sign, despite the fact I have human hands. Or Arakoan hands.
Okay.
Is the little dinghy back in the harbour?
Yes.
I'm going to row the fuck away from this island.
And we all stand on the
That's a good
shore,
idea.
waving.
I wave.
As all the cowmen stand on the shore, waving. And Vegas comes in.
Yes! Oh no, I didn't bring the coin.
Viva Las Vegas.
This is the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
You know what, fuck it, yes, we'll end it on that. It's been absolute anarchy the whole way through. So, one final time, who are you? What do people want to listen to you? What is this? And where did you come from? Starting with the pair of you.
I'm Robbie Sam.
Hello. Yes.
We are from Flintlocks and Fireballs. You can find us on Twitter and all of the social medias and iTunes. It's a podcast
Yes.
about the D&D.
At Flintlocks D&D.
That's it. You're good at this. I'm very tired.
It's me again, AJ. This is what I sound like when I'm not pretending to be Russian. Yeah, you can find me with Pretending with Dice on the social things, and also other places on the internet, and in podcast form. And I'm trying to make this as awkward as possible.
I was going to say, you wouldn't think that we do this, regularly.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was another year, so I'm going to have to say, regularly.
Dude.
How often do you release episodes, AJ?
That's a good question. Every 2 weeks, maybe.
Sometimes.
That's the point.
No, that is a maybe at the moment.
We release
Yeah.
Tuesdays at 7 o'clock every week, and bonus content on Saturdays.
Damn.
Oh,
A lot of content.
Our DM is amazing.
Yeah, but yeah, it's another year of me being bad at promoting my own stuff. So why
what
break
was
a
you
habit of a
doing to
lifetime?
go over and over again to regret it?
Yeah,
I mean, it could be worse. I'm very good at promoting our stuff, but I'm also painfully obvious, which you'll do in a second. Sorry, honest, not obvious.
No.
Painfully honest.
Yeah, I remember hearing
Honestly
your
obvious.
stuff you did for Christians. You had the trailer where it said you go to lots of taverns.
That's part of that's what I'm going to use.
Alright, next we have Jordan.
I'm Jordan from Modified Role. You can find us at Modified Role on Twitter and pretty much everywhere you get a podcast. If you look for a podcast on a service and we're not there, tell me, I'll try and put it there. We are a passively adequate D&D adventure where we spend a lot of time in taverns for some reason. Just reliving our real lives through roleplay.
Okay. And finally, Belry.
G'day. It's me, Brad Bongo. Here for any of your care transplant needs. I mean, if you listen to this, you already know it, heroes, quite frankly.
But why you should keep listening to it?
Yeah, that's another question you have to search deep within yourselves, quite frankly.
In fairness, if anyone can get away with this, it is us.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Is there anything else before we wind this just loosely brain up for the evening?
Thanks very much for hosting for us.
Yeah,
Yes,
thank
you.
you.
It has been by far the most surreal and enjoyable D&D
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah,
I,
Usually what we do.
I spent half the game playing as a cow. It was great.
Yeah.
It's a little different from our normal game.
Yes, because we're all sleep deprived and I've had 22 minutes sleep in about 48 hours. So we'll call it there. Thank you for listening. Good night.